Vandeham Sri Guru.
The following is a morning walk conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on the 6th of February, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Sri Rupam Chakrajatam.
Absorbed in thinking that, for example, in this material world, the sunset is very nice or something is very nice. But, if, for example, in Mayapur, is a devotee free to, for example, enjoy all the scenery without?
Do you think Mayapur is material world?
No.
Why was?
That's what I was thinking. That is. This is our
Dham. That's what it's called Dham. Dham means not material world. Goloka Dham, Vrindavan Dham. So Dham is not material, not visible with these eyes. Similarly, Dham also is not visible with these eyes. Manjana chudita bhakti milochanena santa sadaiva hridaya sumilo. That is Dham, Premanjana.
As you're always saying, Prabhupada, these people are not becoming purified. There's one man who Jagadish mentioned. He's the most famous Christian preacher practically in the Western world. And now he's becoming older, about 60. And recently they asked him that if you could live your life again, would you live the same life or a different life? So he said, I'm very sorry because I spent too much of my time preaching. I should have spent more time with my family. Yes, at the end of life, he said, I accepted too many invitations to go preach.
That'll make him more popular, and they'll say he's more religious.
Dhundanti, agham dhundanti kasnena nihara mivabhasa. This is Krishna. In 1 second, he can make you purify. Ahangpa sarva papi bhamma kush masi. Simply surrender.
Seems like our desire not to surrender is very powerful, because Krishna
Not powerful. Yes, powerful.
Krishna is so powerful, and yet our nonsense is so strong that we can resist such a powerful force as Krishna's love.
Now the whole sky is clear. Hundreds of miles.
Prabhupada, you wrote in a letter to Bhagavan, you said that originally the Europeans had Aryan-type culture, but that they had become degraded.
Still Aryan. Europeans and Aryan, Indo-Aryan. That is admitted in history.
You said that they became degraded by
association, these aborigines.
Who were the aborigines they associated with?
Everywhere there are aborigines. In India there is still aborigines. Adivasi.
You were saying, Prabhupada, the Huns.
Huns.
Yeah, Huns. They were considered like that?
Yes. Huns are also lower than the Sudras. Chandalas. Dog eaters. Animal eaters. And these European historians, the aborigines, their original father.
Their what, though?
Original father.
Original father.
Yes, they are your original father.
No, the aborigines, the naked junglis, they were original person.
Before that, there was the caveman.
Caveman, that is aborigine.
Yeah. And before the caveman was the missing link.
And he has known missing it.
They don't know who they're missing because he's missing.
Let's see the imagination. Fanatic imagination. He's creating a theory, a species.
Missing link species. And they have models of this link.
They know it. It's still
Although
missing.
it's missing.
Missing means they know only. Or he knows.
When I was preaching in California, one very famous anthropologist came to speak there, and he gave a new theory about the origin of the species. So he said before, in the audience, he said that actually we have very little evidence of this theory. But he said that we have very little evidence for this theory, but he said that all of you should not be disturbed because our previous theory we had no evidence whatsoever. So this is an improvement.
He admitted.
Yes.
He just says that was nonsense. And it's still is nonsense going on.
Sure.
Yeah. So you are dealing with all nonsense. Don't be disappointed.
I had another professor, he was very world-famous geneticist from genetics. And I remember when I was a student there, he was always trying to prove there was no God. That was his mission. And so he was in so much anxiety. He's an older man that he would simply stand up every day and shake. During the whole class, he was actually shaking with anxiety. He could hardly speak. He was a famous scientist.
Why you are shaking?
He was in so much anxiety. He was very, very nervous. He would just shake. Always trying to prove there is no God.
Society. And they're advocating no temple for deity worship. So one boy, so he was a member of this society. There is Srila Mata, the goddess of smallpox. So he had some trouble in the house, smallpox. So he thought of going to the Srila Mata's temple. So he's entering the temple and seeing this is, Mother, I am a devotee, but they will tax me, therefore I am going to. So this man, he is afraid of God, but he has to preach there is no God. So he has people. The living entity is victimized, and in this life you can adventure to conquer over. This is humanity. Cats and dogs, they cannot fight with Maya. But a human being, he can fight. So if you don't fight, you don't take that adventure, then you remain cats and dogs. The cats and dogs, they fight among themselves, but not with the Maya. So, aborigines, although they have got features of human beings, they are no more than the cats and dogs. So they also fight among themselves. They do not know that the fighting spirit should be utilized to declare war against Maya. That is possible in human life. Athato Brahma Jigyana. This fighting is philosophy. What is the ultimate cause? What is Brahma? What I am? Fighting against darkness. Sleeping. Katanidya jao maya pisachira kul. Everyone is sleeping on the lap of Maya. Now this human form of life is not for sleeping, but for awakening and fight with Maya. That is human life. You are hearing the other day why the sun changes color after rising?
The refraction of the light rays.
He said that when the light rays pass through the clouds and this diverts the light rays in different ways.
So what is the cloud?
Not necessarily a cloud.
Through the atmosphere.
Atmosphere density is different. It changes.
When it's directly
Density?
overhead,
But it is fixed up. Why is it changing?
when it's directly overhead, there is.
No. If it is fixed, why it should change color?
Gone.
It changes color to us. It doesn't change color.
Huh?
To our eyes,
Why?
the color changes
Why?
because our eyes are not so are blunt.
They say because the light rays.
No, if the sun is fixed, so why our eyes will change?
Just like
If you see,
filter.
in the beginning, as you see, it is red, and it is fixed. It should remain red.
They say the atmosphere changes.
Huh?
They say the atmosphere.
The light of the sun filters through the.
Atmosphere changes. What is the atmosphere? It's the same atmosphere. Saw and red, and the atmosphere same.
The angle.
Medium.
What is that?
According to your angle of vision.
Are you sure? You are all scientists, I know. Please talk with one body. What is that?
There's an angle.
All rascals. Scientist means all rascals. That I know. You haven't got to explain. I am trying to understand that in the sun, suppose the red light is fixed. So red light is always red, right? Why it should be white? What is it called?
They say there's a spectrum.
They say what you say, what you have understood.
There's a spectrum of different colors, which combined together is white light. But when the light bends, it bends at the different colors of light bend at different angles, so that the.
Why the light bends? I am a crude man. I am not scientist. I see one red light there. So it is always red. Why should be white?
But the sunlight, the sun is.
Again, sunlight. Please explain this. The light is fixed, and it is reddish. So why you should change?
Only part of the light reaches us, the red part, not all the. Because in the beginning, when the sun is red, only the red part of the light spectrum reaches our eye.
That means it is moving. The red part is gone, then white part comes.
Then when the rest of the light reaches our eyes, it becomes white.
They say we are moving. It is not moving. We are.
I am moving.
The earth is turning. The sun is moving, but very slowly. They say the earth is turning, so you see the sun as moving, but actually you are moving. Just like if you're in a car and you're moving, it may appear that just as if sometimes you can see another object.
Well, that's all why the color should change. That is more.
Because he's explaining that light is seen when it bends. White light when it bends at different angles.
That is only applicable when you accept that the sun is moving. Therefore, atmosphere is going.
No,
from
the
one
earth
atmosphere.
is moving.
They say the earth is turning. Therefore, at a certain point, the sun is actually below the horizon, but part of the sun's light, the red spectral, the red light of the sun, comes over the horizon, and so the sun appears
red. But actually, it's not reddish. It's white. Or yellow, whatever.
Actually, it is white, that's all right. But if you see one fixed thing, color, the practical experience, the color does not change if it is fixed.
Supposing there's a white light, and you're situated here, and in front of you is a screen with many colors, and you're moving different ways along this screen. Sometimes you're looking through a green, sometimes you're in that way, although the light is fixed up, because you're moving behind different colored screens.
So what is that screen?
That's all the spectrum.
It's called
The spectrum. So where is that? That is also finished.
The atmosphere is.
The atmosphere is the screen. As the spectrum hits the atmosphere, it bends.
It's like a prism should come.
Then the speed of the earth changes. In the morning, you see, the sun is very slowly rising. Either sun speed or your speed. But now you see it is rising very quickly.
That's explained that because the sun, actually you can see it before it appears over the horizon, because the light rays reach our eyes before the sun actually comes up.
Well, how big is this moon? It's not more bigger than me.
You can see in the fifth canto.
That means that Maya is just like a magician.
Yes, certainly. That's what it's called Maya. Maya means magician. Maya means affection, Maya means illusion, magician, strength, potential.
Prabhupada, what is your explanation why the sun changes colors? What is your explanation as to why the sun changes colors?
Sun is moving, you are seeing through some color, then it is color.
Seeing through some color.
Yes, and just like there are in your window, there is glass, red. The sun is passing, you say sun red, and again it is come, it is white.
So
That
the
is our-
scientists say the same thing, except they say that the earth that is moving, not the sun. The same explanation you have given for the colors they give, except that they say that the earth that is moving, not the sun. And they wouldn't accept that point as a proof that the sun is moving.
The sun is moving because the earth and the sun, the distance is the same. But you can calculate the distance from the rising up to the millions of miles. So unless the sun is moving, the earth cannot move so swiftly.
They're always the same distance apart? The earth and the sun are always the same distance apart?
Same distance is to be supposed, according to your theory, because sun is fixed.
According to earth,
Yeah, so same distance. But you calculate how quickly it comes. You calculate distance.
How can the earth move so quickly?
Yes.
No, but they would say that
the earth's just spinning around.
Yeah, they would say that is not from the earth
moving.
That is not from the earth moving around the sun. That is from the earth rotating
On its axis.
and turning different sides, different faces to the sun.
And that's possible. That speed the earth could do. That much speed the earth could do simply to turn around on its own.
That's rotation, not orbit.
Rotation. It's not an orbit.
Like a top spinning.
Round this axis.
But they say the earth is spinning around so fast. It's also so
That's another point, Prabhupada. The earth is spinning, they say, but it's tilted on one side. So why it doesn't fall over? Scientists say that the earth is like this.
Yeah. Making an angle forward, spinning around.
My question is how something doesn't just fall over. It's like a top. If you spin a top, when it starts spinning on the side, it falls over.
So far as space is concerned, they don't see that there's a top or a bottom.
Effective, what you can see from the observatory.
That's why they use a telescope to make their eyes.
Everything is imperfect.
Telescope also imperfect.
With the help of the telescope, then their eyes become perfect to an extent.
Yes, that is not perfect. As soon as you say to extent, that means imperfect. Perfect to the point. That is perfect.
Limitedly perfect.
That is not perfect.
Your philosophy will be very unpopular with the general masses, probably, because you're condemning everyone.
Yes. Because they're fools and they're
No, if Prabhupada presents it so nicely, people will like it.
That's true, brother. Sometimes you call them rascal to their face, and they like it.
ruling of this fog is finished.
Night also.
Huh?
Night also?
Yes, everything darkness finished.
The fog was just on the ground. It wasn't up. I saw in the morning the fog was low, but it was not high up.
So whatever it may be, It is finished. I don't know. Explain that there is such and such things in the sun, they say.
Yes.
Why do they not manufacture another imitation sun? If they know what is the composition.
They're so puffed up that they think that actually the credit is to them for discovering. Just like they
What is discovering?
they give the example that if a tree falls in the forest and there is no man there to hear it, then actually it has not fallen. This is a philosophical example, this is the most common example they give. That if a tree falls in the forest, but there is no man there is no one there to hear it, then actually it has never happened. Unless someone perceives it, then it does not exist. So they feel that when they discover something, at that time it begins to exist by their becoming conscious of it.
What is that explanation?
So if you're sleeping and I kill you, you weren't conscious that I was killing you, then you're still alive?
You are not killed. When it comes, you can go to the court. It is not killed.
No, they will say that. No, I'll take the part of the rascal.
Hmm?
I'll be the rascal. No, actually, I'm killed because even though I may not be conscious of it, someone is conscious of it. As long as someone must be, just when something, it is necessary that someone be conscious of it.
No, supposing in the woods, you're in the woods and I kill you during your sleep. There's no other human being there.
But you were conscious of it. You were conscious of my death, so therefore my death is a fact.
Then in the forest there are no animals.
Right.
Yes.
They are not conscious.
Sun cannot see.
Well, if an animal hears, that's all right also, as long as someone is conscious.
In the forest there are many animals, hundreds and thousands. They are conscious that tree has fallen.
Yes.
Then
it would also be acceptable, as long as some living being has.
What is this? Everywhere someone is conscious. There is no vacancy.
But
this is useless talking, full stop.
In the Kung, in the outer space, there is no consciousness.
Who says? The fools say. There are consciousness. There are so many birds flying.
Higher up.
On planet. Higher means it is higher for you. Because you are so dwarf. You are so dwarf, he'll find that this tree is very big tree. A small dwarf man, pygmy, he'll say, oh, it is a big tree. So it is all relative. What is called? Relative word. Higher and lower, this is all relativity. You are so low that you see a teeny thing very high. It is due to your lowerness. But there is no tree. These trees will be considered very high tree. So your scientists and your appreciators, all they are like teeny dwarfs. What do they know about the universal effect? That is their fault. They are so small. That is the same example. Dr. Frog, calculating Atlantic. This is the fault. They do not consider that position. Just like there are thousands of ants, we can immediately kill them. And they are thinking you are very big. The ants. That we are very busy, we are very big. So this rascal's position is like that. If the devatas in higher planets, like all the population of this earth, they can kill like this. Finish. Just like we can kill the ants.
Yeah, in the sixth canto, second part, I haven't read it yet, but I saw a picture of a big demon who was fighting, and everyone else was just like little ants.
Yes. That was described in some English book. The man.
Gulliver's Travels.
Yes. These rascals, they do not know that is Gulliver. They are thinking very big.
Also, Srila Prabhupada, when there is some natural calamity, like I read in the newspaper, 4,000 people were killed immediately in Guatemala.
Yes.
That is also the demigods?
Whatever it may be, greater than you, we admit it. Demigods or God or anything. But why you are thinking yourself so big? That is foolishness. I am a big man amongst a small teeny living entity. But why you are thinking you are biggest of all? You can understand everything. That is your fault. The conditions of he is nothing. He has no value. Still his thinking is very great. Everything is big and small, relatively. Just like here, if one man has got 100,000 rupees, he is a big man. But what is 100,000 rupees in America? Nothing.
1 year.
Lakpati, here they call it Lakpati. Lakpati means owner of 100,000 rupees. What is Lakpati there?
This fog up here is just like an ocean, Prabhupada.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Looks just like the ocean.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen ocean. Many, the defeated, they are coming down by the sun. They are defeated. They are high now. Go down. Now it will finish.
Burnt off. What is the way to draw the line between the following three things? Blasphemy, fault finding, and calling a spade a spade.
Spade a spade. That's like I'm saying that what you are a small fig only. That is the reality. And what is the other?
The other
and
is fault finding.
Fault finding, that is another fault that Varnamichanti. Makkika Varnamichanti. Madhavichanti. It's like the flies, they are finding out where is sore. And the bees, they are finding out where there is honey. So, two animals, they have got two business. Fault finding and collecting the good things. These are two, just like creatures. There are two classes. Similarly, there are many rascals who are simply fault finding.
And blasphemy?
Blasphemy, you have good qualities, but still I am defaming.
So the saintly person tends to overlook the bad qualities and see the good ones.
Yes.
Like Krishna is dealing with Putana.
Yes. Hundreds and thousands of miles, this fog, simply by 2 minutes light of the sun. There was no sun, then so many ships are standing on the ocean, the cars, honk, 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 so many distances. You cannot do anything. What you can do? Immediately can kill war. Thousands of planets, immediately finish. Bring your science to protect them. No, not possible. Mare Krishna Rakhe Ke. And Krishna desires to vanquish. Nobody can save. Finished. Still, these rascals, there is no God. Simply rascals. At least expose these rascals. We have no power to kill them, but at least we can expose them. That is also great service.
Sometimes, Prabhupada, when we expose them, their argument is, oh, you're a saintly person, why are you criticizing me?
No, it is not criticizing. It is opening your eyes. You are blind, you are thinking yourself as very big, So we are opening eyes. You are not big. You are not even pig or fig. There is Ajnana Timidandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya. You are blind with ignorance. So we are trying to open your eyes, see things as they are. It is favoring you. It is not criticizing. You, the great, and no, the small. So these rascals, they do not understand these two important words. God is great, I am small. They think I am as good as you. This is the folly. English proverb, where angels dare not, the fools rush in.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread.
Yeah, like that. So the angels, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, they are offering their obeisances, and these rascals are claiming, I am God. How great rascals. Shiva Virinchi Nutam. Shiva Virinchi Nutam. Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, they are offering their respects. And these things are, I am equal with God. This Mayavad philosophy, Murad.
Prabhupada, that tendency to be puffed up seems to be so strong. As soon as they get just a little bit of so-called qualification, then everyone is becoming puffed up. Even great personalities like Lord Indra and Lord Brahma. What to speak of all the...
Lord Brahma is also one of the living entities.
So how is it possible that we're so insignificant, but at the same time we become so puffed up? How is it possible?
That is material consciousness. That you are nothing, you are thinking very big. That is material consciousness. And as soon as you become Krishna conscious, you will simply think, Krishna is great, we are nothing, insignificant. That is Krishna consciousness. So long you think that you are independent of Krishna, you are also another Krishna, and then you are fool, rascal. Mura namiyanati mamibha paramabhyam.
That's our madness.
Madness. The whole world is going on this foolish understanding. Therefore they have been described. Mura, all rascals. Anyone who is thinking there is no God, there is no Krishna, it may be, he is impersonal, there is no personality, I am equal to him. These are all rascals, fools.
So actually there's no way to become detached.
The only way is that you become Krishna conscious.
So through Krishna.
Yeah. Mami was a Prabhupada. You surrender to Krishna and everything will be clear. Just like as soon as the sun rises, everything is clear. No covering. That is our propaganda. That you become Krishna conscious and you become fully aware of everything. Otherwise you remain rascal, fools, gadha, asses. If you prefer to remain asses, can do so. But we are servant of Krishna. We must preach reality.
Even the Gyanis and Yogis become puffed
What
up.
is this Gyanis? They are also another rascal. Another edition of rascals. Bhaunam janmanavanti jnanavan mang prapadyate. They were so-called Gyanis. After many births, practical realization, they surrender to Krishna. Vasudeva Sarvami, some Mahatmas. Then he understands that Krishna is everything. But such great person is very, very rare. Some Mahatma Sudhurla, very, very rare.
But what about the persons who may be a little bit devoted but who have not achieved that unalloyed devotion?
Kanishthari, right? They are not devotees, they are called bhakta bhas. There is some science of bhakti. Actually, they are not bhakta bhas, avhas. Avhas means Simple, a little light.
So devotee really means one who has love for Krishna.
Yes, on our life, without any condition. Anna vilasita sunnam, zero, all other. That I am this, I am that, I am Jnani, I am Yogi, I am Minister, I am King. All these are thinking like that. All nonsense. I am servant of Krishna. That is greatness. Jive Sarupaya Nitya Krishna Lal. That is self-realization.